Evening driver, this is the 1718 to Haslemere. Release the doors while you prepare for departure. Your first calling point will be walking at 1741. So press T to open the doors. Yeah, we're in the AP Class 450 Enhancement Pack. There's a woman just walking around on top of the track. She could levitate. Anyway, into the cab, we need to put in the master key. Put the reverser to neutral. Reset the AWS reset the AWS, go up here, acknowledge the TMS, so press Control 1, Control 1, there we go. Set up the destination, so you can just go through here, and we want Haslemere, so Aldershot, Alton, Ascot Valley, Aldershot, Basingstoke, Bournemouth, Braxton, Brighton, Brockenhurst, Clapham Junction, Dorking, Eastleigh, Fareham, Farnborough, Farnham, Fratton, Guildford, Haslemere. Oh, there we go. So headlights, go outside and set this to the day position, like that. And it says Haslemere on the top left. And there's a 159 next to us. That'll make a good screenshot. So passenger view. Yeah, it is exactly the same as the 350 enhancement. Probably because this one came first. And there's a 159 to, I think it's Exeter. So we depart here at 1718. I also want to say that this is not my scenario. It's from alantontomsim.com. It is called 2 Papa 53 1718 London Waterloo to Haslemere by Cactus 732. I would have made my own scenario, but I'm a bit pressed for time. No message. So next one is Woking, platform number 5. In about 24 miles, waiting for the signal to clear. Yeah, there was a 159 just coming in from Salisbury. Yeah, Waterloo is so busy, it's untrue. Oh yeah, because this is Waterloo, the frame rate is going to be absolute garbage. So the next stop is Woking at 1741. I'll do this correctly. So departing London Waterloo, the speed limit is 15 miles an hour, and we have 24 miles to Woking. So we're not stopping at Clapham. I haven't driven this scenario before. So this is going to be like a first look video. There's a 455 from Waterloo to Waterloo. And you're already... No, you're not. You're doing good so far. So next station we'll pass through is Vauxhall. So in real life I have been down this route, only as far as Clapham. I think it was on a pair of 455s out of Waterloo, so this was 2015. So I'm not entirely sure if Southwest Trains had the 456s yet. Oh yeah, there's also this book where the 455s... There's a book with the 455s where you can hear the guards chime thing even though you're not driving the 455. I wonder if Dovetail will ever fix it. So speed limit is going up to 50 miles an hour. No 456 and a 455 and another 455. What's that sound? What's that booming sound? 556 train from Woking to Watford with 2 Foxtrot 50. So speed limit is now 50 miles an hour. 50, not 15. So I think the frame rate will just increase the further and further we get out of London. So I don't know if I'll do this all in one video, all the way from Waterloo to Haslemere. I think I might split it at like Woking or something. So getting past 30 miles an hour. 35 actually. So far I'm holding a pretty decent frame rate. I've got about 14 FPS. Even though I think the in-game FPS counter isn't really that accurate. I think the one built into Steam is more accurate. So I accelerate the train up to 50 eventually. A pair of 707s from... what's WYB? I've forgotten. Oh, WYB. What could that be? I don't know. Yeah, that's why you always put in the full name of a station, not just its station code. What is that booming sound? It says Vauxhall station. Overtaking a 455 going out to CSS. Apparently it's going into a cascading style sheet. That probably wasn't very funny. Okay, next station will be Clapham Junction, where we join the West London line from Willesden, and we join the Brighton main line from London Victoria. Sounded a bit posh. So speed limits are going up to 60 miles an hour with the 450 from Havant to not Watford, Waterloo. So more importantly, what are we driving? We are driving 450-012 on the front, 450-119 in the middle, and 450-095 on the rear. So this train is formed of 12 coaches. Yeah, my videos recently is just nothing but Desiros. I should mix it up a bit. But I thought this one was interesting, so I did it. So, not did it, I'm doing it. Even though by the time I finish this, I would have done it. So accelerate the train up to 60. I think the line going up and over is the ex-Eurostar lines. Because up to 2007, Eurostar used to run their trains into Waterloo instead of St Pancras. So I don't remember their route exactly, but I know they went out to Waterloo, down the, I think it's the Chatham main line somewhere, and then they joined HS1 towards Europe. And then in I think it was November 2007, Eurostar routed their trains into St Pancras. Yeah, 377s up on the top. I wonder if you could merge, like, the Portsmouth Direct with the Brighton main line. Because then you could drive from, like, Waterloo to Brighton if, like, Southern, like, magically diverted their trains out of Victoria into Waterloo. That would be cool. So speed limit going down to 50 as we approach Clapham Junction. What's a really dark 455? That's a shadow. Oh god, the lag is too much. 377 from Littlehampton and Orr to Victoria. Yeah, apologies for the lag. I think on Steam lots of people did have issues with the frame rate. Yeah, I can see why. I mean, if you want to know my PC specification, I have an Intel i5, an Intel i5 quad-core CPU at 2.7 gigahertz. I think I can overclock it to 3 gigahertz. I have 16 gig of DDR3 RAM, and I have an AMD Radeon R5 330 graphics card. So it's not low spec and it's not high spec. So I think it's like in the middle. And the frame rate here is just abysmal. Yeah, I think Moorman had issues with Clapham and it being very, very laggy. So this is Clapham Junction, the busiest station in Europe. I think it's busiest in terms of passenger numbers, I think. So yeah, on the left you have all the southern stuff, and on the middle to the right you have the southwest stuff. So Clapham is a big station. I think it has like 18 platforms. So we are passing through platform 9. Why are the canopies bright pink? Is it meant to be like that? 450 from Pooh to Waterloo. Does the station really have the code Pooh? I think it might be pool. So we can accelerate up to 75 miles an hour. So the next station after Clapham is Earlsfield. Let's see what the blurb says. So 2 Papa 53, London Waterloo to Haslemere, class 444450 times 100 miles an hour. Calling points: Woking, Ward, Pilston, Guildford, Farncombe, Godalming, Milford, Whitley and Haslemere. I think in this part I'll only go as far as Woking. So Woking in the next 20 miles. I haven't driven down this route yet. I've been meaning to, which is why I'm doing it now. So this is pretty much a first look for the scenario and a first look for the Portsmouth direct. I think that's Guildford to Waterloo. As I can't believe Network Rail gave the station code of Pooh to a station. Come on, frame rate. I know you can do it. Yeah, the further out we get from London, the better. This is Earlsfield Station, I think. I think it is. What is that sound that's annoying? I think BSK is Basingstoke, I think. And you're already speeding, well done. Next one is Wimbledon. I think that has something to do with tennis. Like Wimbledon Park. And I think there's also a depot here. Oh yeah, the requirements did say that I had to have the Chiltern Main Line for the S stock. Wonder if we'll see any here in Wimbledon. I don't know the London Underground that well, so I couldn't tell you which station Wimbledon is on. But if I had to have a guess, I think it would be the District Line, I think? Unless I'm completely wrong, and it's another one. I think here the slow lines go up and over the fast lines, just like they do at Ilford and the Great Eastern. This is Wimbledon Station, I think. Unless it's just round the corner. So yeah, my videos recently is just going to be Desiro-tastic. 455 going out to what's SHP? Is it Strawberry Hill or something? I think. Why is there a 700 here? Why is there a 700 in Wimbledon? Is that normal? 450 from, I think that's Portsmouth Harbour. Next station after Wimbledon is Raynes Park. Station code of RAY. Yeah, I just have real-time trains open on my laptop so I can just look at where we are on the stations list. So I'm trying to keep the speed steady at 75. So I've got 16 and a half miles left to walking. So Clapham Junction, Earlsfield, Wimbledon, Raynes Park, New Malden, Berrylands, Surbiton SUR, Hersham, Walton-on-Thames, Weybridge, Byfleet and Newhall. West Byfleet, Woking, Whippleton, Guildford, Fancombe, Godalming, Milford, Whitley, Haslemere. So quite a lot of stations. It's 707s. I mean, I really don't know this. I don't know this route very well because I've never travelled on it, and I'm pretty sure a lot of things have changed since 2015. The last time I went to Waterloo. So I wouldn't know where to put 707s, I don't know where to put 455s. I don't know where to put 450s, I don't know where to put 444s. Well, I would assume I would put 444s on the express trains towards Bournemouth and Portsmouth. Like, you wouldn't stick a 444 on a stopping train because it wasn't designed for it. Just keep our speed at a steady 75 miles an hour as we just trudge through all the lag. I think this is Raynes Park, or is it New Malden? Maybe I should do like a stopping train in like a 456. Because just before I recorded this video, I bought the AP 456 for 15 quid from the AP store. I mean, it is necessary, and because I now have this route, it would make sense to have all of the DLC for it. I mean, it's not like I'm going to spend my student loan money or anything. 450 from Reading to XWP. What's XWP? So speed limit is now 80 miles an hour, so we can accelerate towards that. So check the map, just that quick. So that's walking. Click! Thank you. This is Berrylands. Berrylands, the next station is Surbiton. So the last station was New Malden. Yeah, I hate the mouse that I have. You click and nothing happens. I need to get a new one, but mouses, or not mouses, mice. Mice are expensive. Yeah, just like, yeah, my grammar is just awful. Don't know why I said mouses. It's not even a word. So next station is Surbiton. So this is Surbiton. Next station is Esher, Esher. However the pronunciation is. So try and maintain our speed at a good 80 miles an hour. So our speed limit is now going up to 90. I think 90 is the fastest we'll be able to get. So accelerate the train up to 90 miles an hour. I'm not sure if the speed limit goes up to 100. It probably doesn't. 444 from Weymouth to Waterloo. Or 2 444s. Yeah, making a scenario down here must take days because there's just so much traffic. I think this is called the Southwestern Main Line. There's a 444 going out to Guildford. I think that's going to Guildford the long way round. So, shortly getting up to 90 miles an hour. So we're cruising at 90 miles an hour and we have 10 miles to walking. So this is Esher Station, Esher, however you pronounce it. Next one is Hersham. Let's make sure. Which one's that? Yeah, that was definitely Esher. Esher, Kesher, I don't know. So try and maintain our speed at a pretty smooth 90 miles an hour. So 40% seems to hold us at about 88. Next station is Hersham. A 450 from what's AON? What's AON? Yeah, this is why you don't put in station codes in train names, because you don't know what you don't know what you're doing. This is Hersham Station. I mean, sure, you would know what it means if you were in the area, but what about people from like the north, like me, who doesn't know that much about the south? So next station is Walton-on-Thames. So Walton-on-Thames. Should be there in a minute because these stations are really close together. Another 444 from I think that's Portsmouth Harbour. This is Walton-on-Thames. Next one is Weybridge. So after Weybridge, we should be in walking in about 6 minutes after it. So I'm really enjoying the scenario so far. Would we know what cooler if we had like a train to follow behind? Because I don't know the route that well, but it would be more realistic to travel behind another express train in front of us. Unless this one is running late, which I don't think it is. Unless there was like an express train in front of us that was running late. So I am really enjoying this route. He did a good job. Oh, she did a good job. You shouldn't really assume gender because it's 2020. I think this is Weybridge. As we just trundle through the lag. Next station is Byfleet and Newhall. Bit of an odd station. Newhall. HAW. So taking a quick look outside. Yeah, I need to put in the branding because I forgot about that. So AP did a really good job with the sounds because it sounds so realistic. Yeah, I think Dovetail also did a good job with the model as well, because it is definitely an improvement upon the original model. This is Byfleet and Newhall. Next one is West Byfleet. Just overtaking a 450 set. There better be a pair of them. So Watford, no, not Watford. Waterloo to Guildford. Why do I keep saying Watford? 455 from Woking to Waterloo. I think I keep saying Watford because it's WAT, and my mind just comes first to Watford, not Waterloo. This is West Byfleet. Next station is Woking in the next 4 minutes. 3 minutes. So I think we're doing pretty good for time. Got a double yellow coming up. I think that's a warning for when we come off the South West Main Line towards the Portsmouth direct towards Guildford. So I'll put the brake to about 25% on this dial thingy here on the right. So I think here is a brake pressure, here is the speedometer, and there is I don't know what that's called. It's got a single yellow. I think we might be sat outside walking for a minute. Yeah, I think we might be sat outside walking for a bit just to make sure we have a platform. So walking, we are expected into platform number 5. So the signal overhead looks like it's displaying a yellow, I think, or maybe it's a red. I can't tell. The frame rate here seems to have smoothed out. So frame rate are getting about 23-ish. 23 FPS. Not bad. So signal up ahead is displaying a single yellow, which is cool. So what I think we're going to do is come onto the down slow, then go left towards Guildford, and then onwards to Haslemere. I originally pronounced it as Haslemere because that's what came to mind first, but then I started watching other YouTubers and they started pronouncing it as Haslemere. Oh yeah, we're going left. I thought the danger aspect was ours. So it's 40 going left. And do we have a clear aspect? Why would you put a signal there? That's a stupid place to put it. It's like the ones in Northampton. So here I'm aiming to stop at the 12 car stop sign, which I think is at the end of the platform. So this is the end of part 1. I hope you enjoyed me taking this trio 450s towards Woking. So part 2 we will continue to Haslemere. So there's 6 and 8. And 12 should be around here. So rather than to Woking, so part 2 is to Haslemere. And stop.